everybody. Welcome to this month's edition of FCTV News. I'm Jen Corbel, Executive Director of Buckham West, and we are proud to host this month's edition of FCTV News.
Hey everybody, my name is Devin Pawarick. I'm a recreation coordinator here with Faribault Park and Rec, and I have some upcoming activities and programs in January to tell you about. First off, we have our men's 3-on-3 basketball starting in January 8th. That will be played on Wednesday nights at the Armory, and if we have enough interest for a women's league, we'll run that as well. Then we have season 2 of adult volleyball, which starts the first week of January. Co-ed is played on Monday nights and women on Thursday nights. And this is at the Armory as well. Women's will have an upper and lower league this season. Then we have our Tuesday open gym at the Armory from 6 to 9 p.m. You can check the City Open Gym website to follow along with that. And then coming up here on January 18th, we have the Family Free Throw Contest at the Community Center at 4 to 5 p.m. We'll have different categories for everyone to participate in and have a chance at winning a prize. Then finally, we have our Shattuck St. Mary Skating Academy coming up on January 11th at the Parisi Arena from 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. We have 4 different skating levels for you to sign up for, and this program will run for 5 consecutive Saturdays until February 15th. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin O'Brien, Recreation Superintendent for the City of Faribault. A few notes about this coming winter season activities. First off, our biggest event post-holiday season is Neon Night on Saturday, January 11th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. There will be neon glow activities in the community center and in the gym from 6 to 8:30. You'll be able to swim from 6 to 8. Admission, if pre-registered, is $5. If registering night of at the door, it's $10. However, adults are free with their child's admission. Next up is we have an adult beginner pickleball clinic coming January 8th, 15th, and 22nd. Those are the 3 days part of the same clinic with local coach Ray Gainey. He's certified with the USAPA, so sign up and start to learn the fast-growing, exploding sport of pickleball. Next is winter swim lessons. Begin in January with our infant, toddler, baby classes through level 1. So if you're not already signed up, claim one of those spots before they're filled. And then lastly, it's New Year's resolution season. So look up our different options for fitness here at the community center, whether it's the fitness room, the pool with lap swim, water aerobics. Pickleball is free for your first time along with water aerobics. Pickleball is Monday through Friday mornings from 7 to 11. Just open play, drop in with those that are here. You don't have to have a partner. Just rotate in and play with those that are also playing those Monday through Friday mornings. We hope to see you here at the Community Center. Happy holidays and happy winter.
Hello, I'm Paul Panoski, Parks and Recreation Director for the Faribault Parks and Recreation Department. We'd like to welcome everybody to a next version of the Faribault Park and Rec News. A couple of different items just to discuss a little bit. We've been getting a lot of different phone calls on our outdoor ice skating rinks, and we are doing the best we can, but we are totally weather related, so as soon as the weather cooperates, we will finish getting the ice rinks built, as well as bringing the hockey nets out. In the meantime, don't forget that we have ice skating time at the Faribault Ice Arena. Some youth activities coming up. We have floor hockey that's going to be starting up in February for ages kindergarten through 4th grade, so we encourage you to get your kids signed up for that. The father-daughter dance will be on February 16th. We also have a number of adult programs. We have our yoga, our bar classes, Tai Chi classes, group exercise classes, and Zumba classes, all running on a regular schedule, and you can find those either on the website or by calling the Park and Recreation office here. And then in the pool, don't forget that we have a large water exercise classes Monday through Friday mornings. We also have a lot of lap swim times, and then we have some open swim times on weekends. As far as enrichment classes go, we have a few of those classes coming up as well too. We have the Master the Art of Speaking class coming up. We have a Reversing Diabetes class coming up in February, online music classes for both piano and other instruments, guitar instruments in January, budgetary type classes for all different types of finances in February, and our Tuneful Tots for preschoolers coming up at the end of January. So we encourage you to find some of these different programs and classes and get yourself registered for them as soon as you can. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam Tempo here in this foggy day in Faribault. Conditions may not be clear, but one thing that is clear: you should support the Rice County Historical Society in 2025. Whether you're interested in preserving local history, supporting a local museum, or making sure your own story gets told and preserved for future generations, the Rice County Historical Society is one of the best organizations to be part of. I'm a proud member and board member of the Rice County Historical Society, and they're always looking for new volunteers, more people to become members, to attend their programs, to create their own programs. So whatever your outlet for community history is, the Rice County Historical Society is the place to do it. So, in 2025, I hope you'll resolve to support the Rice County Historical Society. Happy New Year.
Oh, sorry, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it, okay. Happy New Year from the Faribault Foundation. 2025 is going to be a fantastic year with endless possibilities and lots of opportunities. We are so excited at the Faribault Foundation for the growth that we have experienced the last couple of years now, and it's only onward and upward from here. If you're interested in looking at a donor-advised fund in 2025, those types of funds do have some tax benefit, and it's a way for you to plan out your philanthropic giving for a year or many years to come. Give me a call at the foundation and let's talk about what a donor-advised fund can look like for you. It's a fantastic tool that the foundation can offer you to meet all of your needs. There's also some really exciting stuff happening. You know, Viaduct Park is under construction and that's coming along nicely. If you have questions about that or would like to make a donation, you can reach out to me at the foundation. And there's lots of other exciting funds that have been formed over the last year that are always accepting donations, and they will be making a difference in the Faribault community in 2025. We're so excited at the foundation to let you know what's going on through these little snippets every month, and you can check us out on our website or follow us on Facebook. Or again, I'd love to talk about the foundation and the community, so reach out to me, 507-805-8800. We can do a private meeting in my new office, which I will highlight in February, or meet for lunch or coffee. I'm always here. Thanks so much. Happy New Year.
Hi, Dr. Mike Reinsbach here with Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. I thought I would just kind of go off the cuff a little bit and talk to you guys about all of the options that are available with current technology to correct visual error of the human eye. So obviously the first and most common thing is glasses that we all are very familiar with. Beyond that, there are many more options that some people might not be aware of. After glasses, there can be contact lenses. There is different types of contact lenses, astigmatism correcting contact lenses, what we call multifocal contact lenses, which try to give a range of vision for those of us who are over 40 and try to decrease the amount of over-the-counter reading glasses a person might need. You can also do what's called a monovision or blended vision scenario with contact lenses, where one eye is predominantly a distance eye and the other eye kind of has a more intermediate or up-close focus. Beyond that, again, people might not be familiar with something called ortho-K lenses or orthokeratology lenses. Primarily, those are lenses used by a contact lens person who specializes with ortho-K lenses. They have to be fitted more precisely, and typically the person will wear them while they sleep overnight and then take them out during the day. What those lenses do is they kind of deform the cornea to try to neutralize the abnormality within the cornea. And then that deformation of the cornea should last throughout the day. Those tend to be a little more uncomfortable, but certainly are used more in certain communities and certain populations. Previously, when I was in training in New York, they were much more popular than I've seen here in Minnesota. Outside of that, we kind of drift into more surgical approaches. There is something that used to be used in probably more in the 80s and 90s, something called conductive keratoplasty, where essentially they used a radio frequency device to try to contract corneal tissue and steepen the cornea to try to reduce people's need primarily for reading glasses again. Radiokeratotomy, again, was used more in the 80s and 90s, where the cornea had incisions placed in it, kind of almost like pie slices, and that would be used to treat mostly myopia, to try to flatten the cornea or nearsightedness. Not used a lot anymore, either of those things. There is laser corneal surgery, and most of us have heard of LASIK. That's kind of the biggest, most publicized method of laser correction that can treat astigmatism, nearsightedness, farsightedness, or again could also do a blended scenario where one eye is distance and one eye is more up close for the patient over 40 years old. They all have kind of different advantages and disadvantages. Nothing's quite as perfect as the youthful under age 40 eye with a lens that can change shape. As we age, the lens stiffens and doesn't allow us to focus far away and up close, and we haven't quite learned how to basically simulate that perfectly yet. There's no artificial lens that can change shape on demand. Hopefully we'll get there at some point, and there are some devices being studied currently that should hopefully get us closer to that point. So within laser surgery, there's also something called PRK. PRK is similar to LASIK, doesn't heal quite as quickly, and typically one eye is done at a time. There's a little more pain and a longer recovery in terms of being pain-free and seeing well. But usually after a few months, LASIK and PRK are pretty equivalent. So those both use laser. PRK preserves a little more corneal tissue, so sometimes patients are candidates only for PRK, and the risk of LASIK isn't justified. There's another laser procedure called SMILE, small incision lenticule extraction, which is similar to LASIK or PRK, but actually a small circular wafer of corneal tissue is incised and removed to get people out of glasses, and that's primarily done for astigmatism and nearsightedness. Outside of laser surgery, we're drifting more into surgery inside the eye. There are things now called phakic intraocular lenses. Primarily the EVO lens is now kind of the hot new lens on the market, and has been used for several years now. The design has improved which has also increased the safety margin of doing these types of lenses. These are nice because they can treat very high levels of nearsightedness or high prescriptions that might not be suitable for LASIK or PRK. They can also correct the error of the eye in a way that does not thin the cornea in patients who might be at risk of complications from too much thinning or irregular characteristics of their cornea, who otherwise would not be candidates for LASIK. And then lastly, we have something that has kind of gone under a bit of a remodeled branding. Used to be called refractive lens exchange. Now many people are calling it restorative lens exchange. And essentially what that is cataract surgery in the absence of a visually significant cataract. So restorative lens exchange can be done in certain circumstances without the assistance of insurance pay. That's probably one of the most expensive methods to reduce your need for glasses, and has many of the same limitations and advantages that cataract surgery has. Again, there's multifocal lenses which give you a range of vision that kind of simulate a young, healthy lens. Not quite as effective because they have a side effect of glare and halos and do limit contrast sensitivity to some extent. There's also the possibility of doing monovision or blended vision, one eye distance and one eye up close. And then most recent on the market and available to American eye surgeons is the light adjustable lens, which is probably the most accurate way that we can do cataract surgery in today's world, where we can actually modify the power of the lens inside the eye, working as it's intended to. We reshape the power of that lens using exposure to special wavelengths of light. Those are all the options of refractive correction that I can come up with off the top of my head, and as you can see, there are quite a few.
Hi, my name's Chad and I'm the pharmacy manager at the Hy-Vee here in Faribault. And today I'm just going to be doing kind of a quick reminder with everything with the new year and as far as insurance. So at the first of the year, a lot of people's insurance changes over or starts a new plan. And that can mean a lot of different things for people. One thing that it can mean is that your deductible starts over, so that can make the medications a little bit more expensive in the beginning until that deductible's met. So that's one thing with the beginning of the year. Another thing is just always make sure to double check with us that we have your most up-to-date insurance card, so we're billing everything through for you correctly. And then with that, we're more than willing to help you with any other questions that come along with that throughout the year. And if you're seeing this and you're not over here at Hy-Vee Pharmacy, feel free to talk with one of us and we'll gladly get all your prescriptions transferred over here. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Hello, Faribault, and by the time you see this, Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Wow, the years do go by a little bit quicker as you get a little older. I'm going to share a quick piece of wisdom that one of my older sons shared with me. Why do years seem to go so much faster as we grow older? And Pete explained to me, he said, well, Dad, it's like this. You know the big wishing well they used to have at Kmart, the big yellow ones, and you drop the coin in and it goes all the way around and it's shaped like a funnel. And that first trip around takes a really long time. And then as you go down a little further, it goes around a little quicker. Long story short, he sort of equated it like this. You know, Dad, as your life is draining away, you are going faster down the drain. So that's why they seem to go so quick. Anyway, there's my little bit of wisdom for you on why the years seem to go faster. So thank you so much, Faribault, on behalf of our entire membership, which represents, it's right in that 10,000 employee range. And then there's their families. So we're importantly continuing to drive our mission and our work plans around what best supports all of those people in our town. We're the chamber, we represent business, but we've got this fantastic blessing that all of our businesses care as much about their employees and as much about their community as they do their bottom line. And that's really given us a lot of leeway to work on some important projects. And as you know, we keep working on education. Shop class is eking its way back into Faribault Public Schools. We're super proud of that. We've got a growing coalition with Bethlehem Academy and Faribault Public Schools around ensuring that any students in Faribault have an opportunity to get from the classroom into a workplace, whether that's for tours or part-time jobs, job shadowing, whatever those opportunities may be. We've got a nice group together working on that. Shout out to Faribault Public Schools, Jamie Bente, Joel Olson, and faculty and staff for picking this up and helping us make sure that that goes really well for it. And all the time with support and guidance from South Central College as well. So just fantastic partnerships. Again, things that we get to work on because it's important for our employers that we have a healthy community. And so we've been given the leeway to work with the schools on all of those kinds of things. We continue to plug away at a big daycare initiative, hoping for some announcements early in this year around that project. It's been a journey. We've learned a lot. We've been able to get extra resource into Faribault to help build this really important capacity, more daycare. We have a huge need for it. So we continue to have the blessing to draw the joint boards meetings together. That's the school district, it's the city council, it's the county commission, and several other committees that come together to talk about how we can better collaborate as leaders and help move our community forward, continue to move our community forward. So with that, I'll get you a couple little news briefs here. One of them, the Chamber Gala, that's our big yearly gathering of businesses, is on January 24th, downtown Faribault. There may be a few tickets left at the beginning of this transmission out to the public, first week or two of January. Call right away if you have interest. We'll do our best to get you in. And then our big downtown fun and fundraiser, the Flannel Formal. We had over 500 people attend this last year down at our really cool distillery and Corks and Pints facility at 10,000 Drops. So that's on March 1st this year. We'll have our full slate of events. We'll have the car cruises downtown again next summer. Please come and enjoy our ever-improving and developing downtown. And we will have the business awards in May. They will no doubt have the big end of the season event out at the Harley-Davidson dealership for the car cruises. That'll be in September. And then right back into another successful ag banquet. So I should say ag luncheon. Although you never know, it might be a banquet this year now. We'll see what everybody thinks. So last but not least, I'm going to do a shout out for anybody that is doing volunteer work right now. If that's at the Senior Center, if it's at the Paradise, if it's with the Chamber and some of our events, or at Riverbend, wherever you might be doing that volunteer work, thank you. For those that are maybe thinking you'd like to get engaged and do a little bit more volunteer work, there's some opportunities coming up. Troy's going to put a little blurb about a volunteer event coming up, and then we are a clearinghouse of information and opportunities. So if you think you'd like to get in touch doing something that's important to you and on a volunteer basis, help your community out, we'll definitely get you engaged. And the number one opportunity right now for anybody is to become a reading partner. The ability to go into the public schools for an hour a week. It's a 2-hour training session. It's very, very well done with this organization called Reading Partners. And it's making all the difference in the world, helping these grade schoolers get caught up to reading level. So just for the lay of the land for you, to be ready for kindergarten means you need to be ready to learn to read. If you're not prepped for kindergarten, the reading falls behind very quickly because they're working on other remedial issues. And then if you're not at level by 3rd grade, we know that those students have to get some remedial reading curriculum in place right away, or they'll struggle the rest of the way through school. So we've got a bunch of support. We've got over 50 volunteer readers already, but we need more. And this is an opportunity for you to give back, not just for that one child on that 1 hour, but you're bringing skills to bear that they'll be able to better process math by 8th grade because they're going to be able to read the problems that they need to learn to solve. And once they start doing those things and their confidence builds up, they're much more likely to stay in school, to graduate on time, to find meaningful work. So this is a big opportunity, and you can connect right through the chamber with these opportunities with Reading Partners. So give us a shout. Again, Happy New Year. Troy, behind the camera there, thanks for everything you do. Keep up the awesome work, and thanks so much, Faribault.
Hey everyone, it's me, Ms. Denny, your favorite children's librarian. Thanks for joining me. I am here to tell you about everything happening at your library in January 2025. Happy New Year! The first thing to know is that the library will be closed on Monday, January 1st for New Year's Day, and closed again on Monday, January 20 for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Our adult winter reading program, Buckham Book Bingo, will kick off on Monday, January 6th. This program is open for adults ages 16 and up, and you can read and earn awesome prizes just for reading. So stop in anytime starting January 6th and enjoy Buckham Book Bingo. Get a Buckham Book Bingo sheet and earn prizes just for reading. It runs through the end of March. We are excited to welcome local author Lisa Humfeld-Wilson. Lisa Humfeld-Wilson is a doctor of chiropractic, and she has a brand new book out. It's called Get Back in the Game of Life, How the Mind-Body Connection Determines the Outcome. And she will be here on Thursday, January 30th at 6 o'clock to share information about her book. The presentation is free and open to the public. Storytime resumes in January. It's offered in a variety of formats. We have our 5-minute bedtime stories on YouTube and Facebook on Tuesdays at 7. We have Storytime Share and Tell on Zoom on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And we have Storytime here in person at the library Thursdays at 10 a.m. We also have special guests that join us after Storytime. So once a month, we will have a special visit from Stephanie from ECFE. She'll be leading early literacy activities after story time. And once a month, Miss Leah from the Riverbend Nature Center will join us. She will be leading some nature activities after story time. And local artist Kate Langley will be joining us after story time as well once a month to lead some awesome art activities. So join us for story time in any or all of the formats. If you'd like to join on Zoom, just let me know and I will email you the link. Our Teen Advisory Board, or TAB, meets on Thursday, January 9 at 4:30 p.m. TAB is for youth in grades 6 through 12. And if you're interested in joining, please contact me. I will get you an application and more information about the membership requirements. Our book clubs will meet in January. We have 2 book clubs for youth. One is called Books and Brownies for grades 2 through 5, and the other is Pizza and Pages for grades 6 through 12. For both book clubs, we meet once a month during the school year to discuss the books we've chosen to read from an assigned genre or topic. And the registration for both book clubs is required. So for Books and Brownies, the meeting will be on Monday, January 13 at 4:30. And Pizza and Pages will be Monday, January 27 at 4:30. The assignment for both book clubs for January is the same. It's to read at least one of the 2025 nominees for the Maud Hart Lovelace Award. We have all of those books available for checkout here at the library. If you're interested in learning more, stop in and chat with me. We have a informal reading buddies program here at the library called the Book Buds, where younger kids can be read to or read to older kids. The older kids in this case are the members of our Teen Advisory Board. They will be available on Thursdays in January between 4 and 5, and you can bring in your youth grades K through 6, or K through 5 rather, to read with one of our tab members. So like I said, the older kid can read to the younger kid, or the younger kid can read to the older one. They can take turns reading together. It's meant to be a no pressure way to build a love of reading. It's not tutoring, it's just for fun and just to build that really important love of books. Stitch a Bit will meet twice this month in January on Friday the 3rd and Friday the 17th. The time for Stitch a Bit is 10 a.m. This is our informal knit, crochet, and needlecraft group. If you'd like to join, just bring your own project to work on. No registration is necessary. The Faribault Ukulele Network, or FUN, will meet in January as well. This is our group for experienced ukulele players. If this is you and you're interested in joining FUN, contact Alan, our ukebrarian, and she'll get you all the info you need to join FUN. Or if you're someone who's never played a uke, but you'd like to learn, you can also contact Alan for Uke Can Make Music, which is one-on-one appointments with Alan, and she will get you going, learning how to play the ukulele. We have adventure kits available for you to check out here at the library. This is a great way to find something to do in the cold, dreary month of January. The adventure kits are available first come, first serve. If you're looking for a new hobby, you can choose from bird watching, yo-yo, puzzles, button making, origami. We have a cake decorating kit. There's so many different things. So stop in and see what the library can offer you besides all the awesome books. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about here, please get a hold of us. We would love to see you. Stop in anytime the library is open. You can give us a call. You can send us an email. You can find us on social media. We would love to hear from you. Stop in and say hi. Take good care, friends. Have a great January. Bye-bye.
Previously at Riverbend Nature Center. Skateland gets ready for winter.
There's no snow.
It's coming. Winter is coming.
Oh, look, it's Skateland.
That's Skateland too.
Okie dokie. I guess you're in your skiing era till about June.
These skis are made for skiing, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these skis are gonna ski all over Riverbend.
Saturday, January 4th, Bagels and Birds, 10 to 11 a.m. This is for all ages and the cost is free. Come and enjoy coffee and a free bagel provided by the Inn at Shattuck and watch for birds at Windows on the Wild. Saturday, January 4th, Storytime with a Naturalist. Learning about snakes, 11 to 12 p.m. This is for all ages and the cost is free. Come read stories about snakes and learn about Wilbur, Riverbend's new animal ambassador. Saturday, January 4th, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., Sweet Reads Book Club. This is for teens and adults, and the cost is free. The book is The Quickening by Elizabeth Rush. Join AMPACT members Caitlin and Nick for Sweet Reads Book Club. Discuss environmental-related books with eco-conscious individuals while enjoying refreshments in the Interpretive Center. Monday, January 6th, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., Little Sprouts, Animals Around the World. Animals come in all shapes and sizes. Come and learn about different animals around the world and meet Riverbend's animal ambassadors. Your little sprout will learn about the natural world through nature play and exploration. Dress for the weather as a portion of the class will be outside. Saturday, January 11th, Snow Crush Race. If there's no snow, the backup date is February 15th, snow or not. Registration and check-in is 11 to 12:30 p.m., and the race starts at 1 p.m. The registration fee is $30 for beginners, $40 day of. Intermediates, $35, $45 day of. Advanced, $40, $50 day of. Online registration closes at 12 p.m. Friday, January 10th. Entrants may also register on the day of the race starting at 11 a.m. Race registrations are non-refundable. Monday, January 13th, 1 to 3 p.m. Homeschool Winter Birding. This is for ages 5 to 12. The cost is $10 per non-member and $5 per member. Learn all about birds. First, learn the key ways to identify birds and how to use binoculars and bird ID books before going out on an adventure looking for birds. Then start your annual bird list. Wednesday, January 15th, 12 to 2 p.m., Lunch and Learn History of Faribault. The cost is $10 per non-member and $5 per member. The city of Faribault has a rich history. Join guest speaker Jenna Nelson with the Rice County Historical Society as she tells the tale of Faribault, Minnesota. Bring your own lunch and join us as we learn about a new topic each month. Saturday, January 18th, 10:30 to 11:30 and 12:30 to 1:30. Family Fun, meet the animal ambassadors. The cost is $5 per non-member and free for Riverbend members. Come meet Riverbend's animal ambassadors and learn all about what it takes to take care of them. Monday, January 20th, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., Little Sprouts Animal Tracks and Signs. The cost is $10 per non-member and $5 per member. The snow can show us who's been where. We all leave tracks and signs in the snow. What animals will you find at Riverbend? Your little sprout will learn about the natural world through nature play and exploration. Dress for the weather as a portion of the class will be outside. Saturday, January 25th, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 12:30 to 2 p.m. Family Snowshoeing. The cost is $15 per non-member and $10 per member. This is for ages 7 and up, and anyone under 16 must be accompanied by an adult. Thursday, January 30th, 6 to 8 p.m. Luminary Snowshoe Hike. This is for all ages, and anyone under 16 must be accompanied by an adult. The cost is $10 per member, $15 per member with rental, and $15 per non-members, and $20 per non-members with rental. Anyone 5 and under gets in free. Enjoy the quiet of winter with a luminary hike through Riverbend. The trails are packed with snow, and participants are welcome to bring their own snowshoes. Hot chocolate is provided. Please pre-register for an entry time. We hope to see you this month at Riverbend Nature Center.
That will do it for this month's edition of FCTV News. From everybody here at Buckham West Senior Center, we wish you a Happy New Year.